AITA for not paying for all my cousin's children's activities just because I'm paying for one? Due to hard work but also a lot of luck, my husband and I are fairly well off, while many of my family members are struggling financially. They're not going hungry, just having to cut corners. I am an only child but have a very large extended family, and I grew up close to many of my cousins. One cousin's son has been swimming since he was 4 and swimming is basically his life. He is 15 and swims for his high school but has also been swimming with a club for many years. His parents have scrimped to make this possible. There is a lot of travel involved, and now apparently even his suits, technical suits, I think they're called, are hundreds of dollars and he needs these for the championship meets. Basically, it's expensive and they can no longer afford it. His coach is eager to waive the club fees to keep him in swim but he can't cover all the related costs. I've offered to pay for all of Deaton's swim expenses. He is good, and he is dedicated. He practices around 16 hours a week, getting up at 5 a.m. many mornings. He has an excellent chance of getting a scholarship to a D1 school. He is already getting attention from coaches. The problem is, he has 3 siblings who also participate in activities and my cousin is stopping those due to financial concerns as well. And I have several other cousins with whom I'm even closer who are in similar positions. Deaton's parents have graciously accepted my offer, but my aunt said that if I'm going to pay for Deaton to keep his sport, I need to pay for his sisters to keep dance, cheerleading, and art as well. Another cousin also says that I shouldn't pay for one of my cousin's child's activities without paying for hers too. I have about 30 first cousins. I can't pay for everyone. I could possibly be the AH because I guess it isn't fair, and I know these other children enjoy their sports/activities too, and it could look like favoritism. But I think I'm pro-baby not the AH because so far the others aren't anywhere near as talented or as serious about their extracurriculars as Deaton is and his will almost definitely land him a college scholarship. AITA? Update. I had a talk with Deaton's parents over the weekend and we worked things out. It turns out they could easily afford their daughter's activities without Deaton's expenses. It's just that he recently became qualified to swim in national meets and the cost was going to become prohibitively expensive. In the past, they've been able to drive to all his meets, even if sometimes they had to pay for a hotel, but now it's going to get much more expensive and they just can't afford it, and they thought it would be more fair to just cancel activities for all their children. So I'm going to cover all of the swimming expenses and the girls can keep their dancing, cheerleading, and art. According to the parents, their oldest daughter is a bit nosy and looked through their budget ledger and put it together how much was being spent on Deaton compared to her and her sisters. She told her sisters and now they all feel that they should get more better clothes, phones, etc., and the youngest wants an expensive iPad for her art. Basically they think their parents should be spending as much on each of them as they spend on their brother. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but regardless, things can be a lot more fair as to how their parents allocate their money for their children now that Deaton's swimming isn't eating up a large chunk of it. To be honest, the girls sound just a bit greedy to me, but it may just be that their feelings are hurt that their brother was getting more, and they are just children after all. It turns out most of our large extended family that knows about this and has any opinion at all is in favor of Deaton continuing with swimming at all costs and some even offered to pitch in what they could to make it happen. That isn't necessary, and these people don't have any more than Deaton's parents so it's not up to them to make it up to Deaton's sisters that more is being spent on him. It's really just the grandmother and one of her daughters, the kid's aunt, who are the troublemakers. The grandma thinks all the kids should be treated the same by their parents, and if anyone other than their parents is going to help any one of them, they should all get equal treatment. The aunt has a daughter who has just gotten into pageants, and I think this is a lot of where this is coming from. They have just started to realize how expensive pageants are, and both the grandma and the aunt think that if I'm going to pay for Deaton's swimming, I should also pay for Kaylin's pageant expenses. I don't see the same value in buying $500 fancy dresses for a 4-year-old as I do in supporting a future college athlete, so I'm not going to do that, and they're angry with me. They have some family members tentatively on their side, I think by sheer coercion, but I can handle that. I come from a huge family, and not everyone is going to agree with everyone else all the time. In fact, there is never a time when we're all in agreement over anything, lol. But the important thing is that Deaton gets to keep swimming and his sisters get to keep their activities as well. I imagine this will all blow over eventually. Edit. My cousin's children's commitments to their activities? The girls don't have to make do with bottom-of-the-barrel equipment. I never said that. There's nothing their activities require that they don't get, and it's not poor quality. Deaton doesn't even get every single thing he needs or top-of-the-line equipment. His coach wanted him to get some timing thing you wear over your ear that ticks to help you keep on pace. I don't remember what they said it's called, and it was $50 and his parents didn't buy it. He gets the cheapest fins and snorkels and other equipment. All his teammates have swim parkas with their last name and the team logo on them, and he doesn't because they're very expensive. They do buy him good suits because he needs them to be competitive. They put Deaton in swim lessons at 4 because they were at the pool once when the swim team was practicing when he was 2, and he just about lost his mind with excitement watching them. He kept on talking about it and never forgot, and when they taught him to swim when he was 3 he really took to it. So when he was 4 and they thought he could handle instruction, they enrolled him in swim and the rest is history. The girls had every bit as much opportunity as Deaton, they just never took an interest in anything until they were older, and even then it's not a very strong interest. Their mom enrolled his older sister in dance when they signed Deaton up for swim, and she did that for a year and didn't want to anymore. She also took karate for 2 years, and took gymnastics lessons for a while, and there may be more I'm forgetting. The others are more or less the same, they've tried things and some have lasted longer than others, but they've never become invested in any of them. It's not due to lack of parental support or encouragement, they just lost interest. Most kids don't start a sport at 4 and participate all through elementary, middle, and high school, and then get scholarships to play in college. The girls are the norm, not the exception.